Hey, today I'm going to show you guys how to install an oil catch can kit, a do-it-yourself style oil catch can kit for my 2020 Ford F150 Ecoboost 3.5 twin turbo. Now, I wanted to completely remove my oil catch can kit so I could show you how I did it. Because I've removed my oil catch can kit that I made myself, so I can show you guys how to do it. First thing, this is the cam cover right here, and this is the port that leads to the in part of the catch can. Then after that, the out port leads to a one-way valve, then to the intake manifold. Now, at any powers below boost, this is getting vacuum, so it's sucking and providing a negative pressure to the cam covers. And the reason you want a catch can is all that oil mist is going to go in your intake manifolds, clog your inlets of your turbos, and mess up your intercoolers, get all kinds of oil sludge in there, and it's just nasty. And it also can carbonize deposits, put all kinds of oil deposits on your intake valves, which you don't want. So my first video I did on my oil catch can kit, my camera sound failed near the end of the video, like midway to the end of the video. The sound on my camera just arbitrarily shut off. Now I've got a nice quality new camcorder, so I'm going to redo this entire video and show you how I built my oil catch can kit. First thing I did is I removed the factory piece that went from here to here, and I took both the nipples off of them. Okay? Because you only need one nipple, because you can actually go half-inch inner diameter TOC hose, which is transmission oil cooler hose that can handle the pressure and heat from transmission fluid. It can easily handle these vacuums and boosts. So you remove the factory piece and you get the nipples off. Do the same thing with the passenger side. Driver's side, passenger side. The driver's side has the cam cover right here and this sensor, which will trigger a check engine code if this isn't happy with how much flow there is. Sometimes when you put a catch can kit on this sensor's gonna sense a difference in flow and pop a check engine light. It's not a check engine light you have to worry about. You can just reset it. But one way to fix it is get the SCT X4 tuner and you select catch can kit. When you're getting your tune ready, you select catch can kit, and that will eliminate the code altogether. Now I'll show you the other side. There's another video, of course, where I showed how to do this awesome engine twin intake for the twin turbo inlet kit. Alright, I'm going to try to get the camera in here. Of course, there's the cam cover, and then it leads to boost inlet, which is, watch my finger, it's kind of way down there, hard to see. Okay, where my finger is, there's this little nipple right here, and that's the inlet tube to the turbocharger. So basically you go from cam cover to inside on the catch can, then you go from the outside of the catch can to the inlet tube, which provides suction because that's the inlet of the turbocharger. So that's how you're going to catch the oil. The oil mist will not go into your turbo's intake and in your intercooler. It's going to go in the catch can instead. So now we're going to go over to catch cans. I'm going to show you how to set this up. Earlier I talked about taking off the nipples. Now this nipple here, you separate it. Separate it from the plastic tubing. This nipple is going to go onto your transmission oil cooler hose. Okay, and there's that sensor right there that'll pop a code if it senses the speed of your oil mist / breather cam cover breather tube's flow isn't fast enough or slow enough, this little sensor is going to pop a code. And it's not a check engine code you have to worry about unless your hoses collapse, which means you're not getting flow and you'll be burning oil out the tailpipe. That's a whole nother situation. That's why I select tight hose. See, this hose is very stiff, so it's not going to collapse on vacuum. Okay, this is the one-way valve. This is the one-way valve I was talking about. It flows one way and blocks the other way. And you need that for the passenger side because when you're going from, you go from in from the valve cam cover to the in part on the catch can. Then when you're going out to the intake manifold is going to suck before boost hits. And then once boost hits, it's going to be positive flow, but you don't want the boost to go back into the catch can and blow oil mist back into the cam cover. So you got this one-way check valve. I didn't have it at the time when I initially did my oil catch can kit, but I'm doing this upgraded one with this nice little valve that I found on eBay for 10 bucks. Nice quality aluminum. It's got the barb fitting so it will almost stay put without clamps, but I'm going to clamp it anyway. And what you need for your oil catch can kit, I got this catch can kit, well, not the catch can kit, I got just these catch cans, 1 and 2. I got them on Buy It Now auctions on eBay for about 20 bucks each. Now, do the quick math, 20, 40, take some metal, make your own brackets, go to your hardware store, and get some metal, bend it the way you want it, drill a couple holes so it fits right into your engine compartment, and there you go. You made your own oil catch can kit. You also take the nipples off the driver's side. You got the nipple, and you take the hard hose off. And the way you take the hard hose off is you got to separate the hard hose from this nipple right here. The way you do it is you take a razor on the hard line and just make a cut. Take a lighter, heat it up, and then you'll pull the hard line right off. So then you can go from this barbed fitting right to these soft TOC hoses, and you'll make a really nice oil catch can kit. So here it is. Here's my oil catch can kit that I'm making myself. You basically take the factory pieces, take the hard line off, and this is the part that goes to the inlet of the turbocharger. This is the part, well actually this is the part that goes into the inlet of the turbo, that right there. And this goes to TOC hose, leads to here, well, leads to the catch can, and then back into here. I'll show you when I put this whole kit together, okay? I just wanted to show you everything. You get 4 hose clamps, your 2 stock fittings. One has the electrical connector, it's got to go in the same spot. You got your catch can with your in and out nipples. So you can see in and out. And in and out. And you can adjust these with these little brake screws right here. There's these little screws, and you can adjust your catch can wherever you want it. Okay? Alright, now I'm going to hang these in the engine compartment and then build my catch can kit and put it together. So just before that, I'm going to show you the transmission oil hose that I got. You can get it at AutoZone or O'Reilly, any of those places. Transmission oil cooler hose, a nice length of it. It's a 1/2 inch inner diameter inside. And let me see if it's got the specs written on it, which it should. Here we go. Here's the specs of the hose. There you go. I'll go real slow for you so you can see the specs of this hose. Basically, in a nutshell, it can handle fuel pressure, oil pressure, transmission oil pressure. It can easily handle 35 psi's. It's a 1/2 inch inner diameter. 1/2 inch inner diameter. And I would say, just to be safe, get yourself about 6 feet of it. It's always better to have extra hose. Always better to have extra hose than not enough. So I'm going to put all this stuff next to the truck and get it ready for installation. More to follow. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is secure the oil catch can right there to the firewall with a couple nuts. It's a 10mm nut. So here I go. Put this right here like so. Put the washer in and a 10mm nut. Right like so. So here we go. Oh. Alright, that's done. I hung the catch can. Alright. Now here's the inside. And the end comes from the cam cover to here. So it's just a simple here to there. So we're going to get that little part. Probably going to attach the one here first and tighten this. It's an 8mm on the clamp. Okay, here I go. Get the right angle I'm looking for. Nice and tight. Okay. Next, hook up the end on the catch can. Go as tight as I can. Tighten this up. Okay. That one's nice and tight. Next, okay, I'm going to go a little differently. Cut a piece of hose. Actually, I'll use part of this. Okay. Got my hose right here. Got my cutters. I'll put an extra bolt on here to hold this, or an extra nut to hold this secure. So it kind of gives it that extra. There we go, little extra support. Alright, next, hose clamp. I'm going to put this outline on. Here's the outline. So, take some 1/2 inch inner diameter. TOC hose. Gotta go like that. I'm going to go from here to there. So approximately this much. First thing I'm going to do is make sure the flow is this way, because you want to have negative pressure going this way and the intake manifold only sucking on vacuum. When it does boost, you want it to be one way, meaning it will not let flow go. There's even an arrow right there, out. So I'm going to put that right here. Put a hose clamp on it, like so. There we go. Nice and tight. Alright, next, on the other side, go into the catch can, like so. Catch can, like so. Okay. Now I just need a nice little piece to join these together. 2 more clamps. Now I need a piece of hose, probably about 2 inches long. For this. There we go. Put the hose clamp on. Put the hose clamp on like so to the fitting. There we go. Nice and tight. Next one. Alright. I'm going to take that little bit of hose here and stick it there on the other fitting, like so. And tighten the hose clamp. Now, let me attach it first. Let's see here. There we go. Get that on there. And tighten the hose clamp. Now that I've got it set up, okay. Alright, we got first side done. We can have it sit however we like. Okay, comes from the cam cover in and goes to the intake manifold out. One-way valve, so it can only suck, cannot blow. And that's side number 1. Passenger side is finished. Now we're going to move on to the driver's side. More to follow. Okay, on to the passenger side. First thing I'm going to do, mount the catch can. But I'm going to loosen the adjustment bolts first. Adjustment nuts, or bolts, something like that. Alright. Gotta loosen these guys so I can make adjustments. And put the in and out where I want it. There we go. So you loosen these little Allen bolts so you can move things around if you need to, which I will. So first I'm going to mount the catch can right there through here and get right in that hole right there, which is kind of tricky. Alright, takes a 10 millimeter. Catch can where I want it kind of up there a bit, so here we go. Alright, catch can's nice and up there. Now, first part I'm going to install is the sensor side. It has a nipple on it. This is the inside. So first you go right to the cam cover. Click it in place. Hook up your sensor. Okay, and you can move this anywhere you want to go to the in area. So I want to go to the in area of the catch can. So let me see here. I'm going to go, yeah, all right, in. I'll decide how I'm going to do this, because I want this to be a more simple design than it was last time. All right, well, I'm just going to get some line, go from here to the in part on the catch can. Figure it'll be about 6 inches of hose. Alright, now then, well, maybe I'm going to take this off. Just thought of something. I'm going to take this off because it's kind of hard to push this line on, so I'm going to push it on. I'll be right back. Push the hose onto the fitting. Now I put a hose clamp on there, tighten it up. There we go. Nice and tight. Now, maybe not. So you push this down till it clicks. Hook up your sensor till it clicks, and now I find a good way to hook up my in line. Well, maybe I don't need to be as long as I thought so. Let's see. Okay, well, okay, I'll cut it right there. Now, do this again. Click. Click, 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 and put this into the inside. All right, hose clamp. There we go, nice and tight. Yeah, that's good. All right, next, this is going to go down to here. So, you need to hook some line to this fitting. Take a piece of TOC hose and a hose clamp and plug this into here. But I need something slippery because it's a tight fit. More to follow. Got this hooked to it. Now I just gotta secure the hose clamp. It's there, tighten it up. Tight. All right, that's done. All right, next I need another good sized hose clamp. We're going to connect this to the boost inlet hose first, so we'll be able to go to the out area. Alright, so way down here you see the boost pressure hose. Here's the boost inlet hose right down here. Kind of hard to show you at the camera, but you'll find it. Alright, now I just plug this nipple in like so until it clicks, which it has. And now I'm probably going to do a big old roundabout. Let's see how I'm going to do this. Figure out how much line I'm going to need. won't be too bad. Let's see how that goes. Go here, around. It's kind of too much line. I don't want that much hose, but it'll be a free flow, that's for sure. Well, for now, I can do that. You can do it however you like, just to find a nice way to run the hose without a sharp bend, because if you bend it, it affects the flow. So I'm trying to find the best way in which to accomplish that without a bend. Yeah, maybe that'll be good. Cut about right there. Take some cutters. Take some cutters. Cut it right there. Okay, that's that. Get a hose clamp around it. And get the gun. And connect it. And that's it. I don't run the engine cover, so I'm sure you guys can do it different than me. You guys can do this different than me if you want to run the engine cover. I don't like running the engine cover because it keeps that heat on that intake manifold, and I like to do everything I can to possibly keep the intake manifold cooler. So, you know, that's my philosophy on things. Well, that's it. I'm done with the oil catch can kit. Do it yourself. So, tell me what you think about it, and hell, it saves you about $300–400 because most dual oil catch can kits, you know, you can see how I did it. Oil catch can kits cost upwards of $400 for a set of 2. You know, a little bit for the nuts. I don't know, 20 cents. 20 bucks for each of those catch cans. 6 feet of TOC hose cost me about $5–6. So, you know, 30, 40. You know, this little one-way valve cost me about 10 bucks to make sure that only vacuum can happen and suck on the cam cover to suck the oil mist to the catch can. So, all of that. Yeah, all of that. So you got $10, $6, $40 for the catch cans, couple dollars for some brackets to make my own custom brackets. So $40, $50, let's just say $60. I made my own dual oil catch can kit. And you can run it however you want, because if you want to run your engine cover, you can run your catch can in a different location, you know. So you can put your cover on. I don't like running my cover. I like to see my engine. So, alright, hope you like this video on do-it-yourself dual oil catch can kit on the 3.5 Ecoboost twin turbo Ford engine. And thank you for watching Mad Boosting. If you like, please like. Please share with your friends. Please subscribe. I need all the subscribers I can get. And ring the notification bell, and Mad Boosting.